And of course, Harry as Jesus. Yeah, and that was just the song was directly taken from Neil Cicierega and his Christmas video thing. I probably have it playing right now, but anyway, I just took the song that he used directly there, which is from some game or something. I don't actually know what the game is, but I have no originality.
You can't stay invisible while you cast spells. Filch might see
You know, I haven't even played any of those games, but you know, just kind of make those references.
Meet Ron's brother, Charlie. No, not that Charlie. Not that Charlie. Not that Charlie!
Hmm.
That Charlie. There we go.
There's just so
No
many
one
Charlies out
remembers
there,
him.
huh?
Wah, wah, wah.
What's that?
Wonder how many SpongeBob references there are in this thing.
Oh, Hey, do you hear me, Filch? Yeah, you hear me. Oh, I see you run.
I really tried
you
to.
really want to get after me? Well, too bad, Filch.
I really tried to push it as far as possible. Obviously, the recording would be totally ruined if I got caught, but you know.
Now, how can I get up there?
Probably
Oh,
that.
I love how I already cast a spell there, so you can't see it like you're supposed to in this cutscene.
You know what? Right here, right now, on location, I think I'm gonna film a montage of how bad Filch is at getting people. Yeah.
Alright, admittedly that wasn't a great lead-in. I was kind of stumbling over my words here, but this is easily one of my favorite sections or bits of any of these parts. Just this montage going on. Obviously, I didn't play this at that time. I just did a long sequence of finding out what I could get away with. I got caught a ton of times, by the way. Um, and I think even at the end of some of these, I did get caught. But it looks like I got away because, you know, I cut away. Like, I think I got caught in that instance. By the way, if anyone out there doesn't know, this is like the Agni Kai music from Avatar: The Last Airbender. If by any chance you haven't seen that, I would recommend, but still is well talked about even today. So, and we've mentioned that before a couple other times in this Let's Play, huh? I'm just talking over this so we can see the whole thing, you know. That's pretty great when he's walking against the bookcase.
Man, that was a lot of effort. You know why there are no poor wizards? Accio money.
I do wonder what like J.K. Rowling would say about that. You know,
Why did
there's stuff about magicking away poop and all that she's talked about. So who knows?
Come on. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, there's more over here. Let's see.
I thought this was a really interesting thing for me to do to make it
I
look like
will
I'm screwing
break
myself
you.
over for
Get
the
that
later part of
better
this
angle over here, I think.
section.
Yeah. Filch again? My goodness, it's like there's a gigantic room somewhere filled with filches just ready to spew them out all over the library.
I love that joke because it's literally true.
Peeves, you'll be banished for this.
That might come in handy if I have to distract Filch along the way.
I don't
Well, I guess
understand.
it would-
Why was there a version of that audio thing that was him shouting? I, I don't. I just have to show all these things off, obviously.
Harry was caught by Professor McGonagall. For his detention, Harry was to make his way into the Forbidden Forest and search for a wounded unicorn.
You know, I almost considered trying to make my own levels to act out that sort of wounded unicorn thing. But I never got even close to being that good at making levels for this game, and that would have been very ambitious as well, so that didn't happen. Ah, yes. One of the few live action things in this Let's Play. I mean, I guess they were there from the very first episode, but see my diet at the time. You can see my low resolution screen capture at the time too. Classic.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is by the way, this is like the first HD Harry Potter part. The third from the last. I finally got to that. The so-called budget went up, I guess you could say.
But our budget being blown and this Let's Play taking an exponential time to upload,
I made that
we
graph for me.
decided best to let you
I love what I
go
figured
into-
out you could do here in
crap,
this
Filch's
cutscene.
coming. Go away.
Just have Harry be right here. You can even have him blocking Mrs. Norris, and then it really messes up.
In here, but
But I didn't want to go quite that far.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Norris.
It's the best explosion I could do at the time, and even now, really.
I'm just gonna imagine a reality where you don't even exist.
Yeah, and so that's from the level in which it's right before they're in the library researching for the Sorcerer's Stone right before the end of the game. And like everything, I need to put it in the actual parts here. And by the way, that song is from A Series of Unfortunate Events, the movie, in case you were wondering.
Wow.
I only regret that I couldn't actually record my lips and not just have to Photoshop each one of those individually, but it is still great.
Harry stared hungrily back as though hoping to fall right through the glass and reach them.
That's your cue, Professor.
It's a bit much of me to just like all my own editing, but I have to admit I really like this part with the him just falling down and everything, and like I have to retime all the music and stuff too, like put it in myself in order to make everything seamless. And then of course I have to edit Dumbledore's voice to be the echoing and stuff, and I just made this Let's Play really too much to deal with towards the end. So it's no wonder why it kept getting longer and longer between parts.
I made a requirement that all members of the staff take it as a sort of quiz before they could start working.
Yeah, and then this is also one of my favorite gags or whatever that I did. Probably one of the more clever things I thought of, because like that is what the Mirror of Erised does. It shows you what you want, and so I've hyped up all these teachers as being crazy, so why not? They like feet and stuff. And going to Hooters and all that junk. And blood of the children.
It was a mistake. Sure.
Yeah, I have to hand it to the designers. As a kid, being able to actually use one of Filch's secret passages feels really cool by this point in the levels. You see him use all the other ones before, but now you're in control.
This sounds like your last stand or something, like, we'll catch ya, Mrs. Norris, if it's the last thing we do.
This room in particular was one of the hardest to plan out, because there's so much downtime in between all the different switches that you have to do, that it was just like a matter of what am I going to be saying the whole time, and like what sort of gags am I going to do and all that stuff. And actually, I don't even really remember all that I did now, so this is going to be a reminder for me as well.
So, like Assassin's Creed.
Okay, that's one gag, Assassin's Creed music. Obviously, I was playing those games at the time. Yeah, and then the other challenge of this is that two guys walking around, I might really get caught.
I won so crazy. Just might work. This is going to be
What am I
like
doing?
a final test of Filch's skills as a
What am I doing? I don't even remember what this
security
is.
person, I guess.
I've completely
Will you
forgotten
notice
what I'm
this
trying to do here.
clearly out of place when Guardian Leviosa blocked?
Oh, I see. Okay, I guess it took a long time to
Alright.
get this
So you're gonna
set up,
notice
but
It's very suspicious, I would think.
I'm testing the limits of this game.
I've lost all hope in you, Filch. I really have. You know what? If I lift this up, and you still don't find me, I just give up. Were you...
Amazing.
I just gave you a concussion and you don't even care?
It's like the ultimate triumphs
Alright then,
in
Filch.
this Let's Play. Of showing off
Your last
crap
stand
like
has
this.
I could have sworn I heard
Filthy whelps gave us... Aha! You'll not get past me, Mrs. Norris. I've locked the only door out of nerves.
I don't remember how I even set that up, that he's
Just
walking against the wall
one
there,
last
but
one here.
actually that's another legendary thing about this level. You get to follow Fred and George into one of their secrets too.
Oh, wait, this is going to be really awkward. I'm just going to surprise them because I'm invisible. They don't know I'm here right now.
Clever, Harry, but not clever enough.
Oh, okay. I guess I underestimated you guys.
I like how I even got lines from the
Yeah, that
movies
would've
in
been
order to
really creepy if I just suddenly
explain
appeared.
for the game why they're not surprised Harry's there even though he's invisible. I explained it for you. Thank you, game developers. I fixed your game for you.
I will, however, play that fantasy out in my mind.
One of the few levels I did make in this game, yeah. And actually, it's
Everywhere.
this is the game engine of the second game. If you can tell, it looks slightly different.
And one of them had the cheek to call me a mangy old goat. I should have hauled her off to detention.
Yeah, and another level I made.
Oh, just you wait, Filch. Soon you and your kind will have a lot more to worry about.
Ominous.